it figured out.
So you're looking for were you looking for a gaming monitor or a regular monitor?
Well, I have like a sort of regular monitor that I play on right now. Okay. So like I was looking for kind of a gaming monitor for that because I don't have like the maximum hertz for like the PS5. So I'm not running like the max hertz.
What is it, like 120?
Yeah, I think it's 120. But I have like 100, I think. It's not great, but like I'm just saying to get a gaming monitor and just swap those two so I could just do my schoolwork and like use my computer because like I have a PC, but I like never use it because I'm always like on my PlayStation. So
gotcha. So your PlayStation, what do you play?
Like a lot. Siege. I play 2K a lot.
2K.
I don't really play Siege anymore, but I play 2K a lot.
What's 2K?
26. Yeah.
I tried getting on.
Sorry, there was a problem with Apple Music. You'll need to log into your music account again to start playing.
I'm not talking to you. With me here today is a good friend, Keegan.
What's going on, guys? Glad to be here.
Originally, we were going to talk about the Cubs. I failed to do my research. My knowledge is still as much as I knew before. But I still want to bring it up. But I want to get started talking about baseball. You're a very big baseball guy.
Yeah.
A very big baseball guy. I tried doing some prior research on you, and I saw a lot of baseball on your feeds. Like, how'd you kind of get into baseball? Has it always been around you?
I mean, honestly, no. My dad, like when he was younger, he always played hockey and stuff. So, like, he never had anything to do with baseball. Wow. And I don't remember who taught me. I think it might have been my grandpa. But whenever I was at my grandparents' house, I was just go in the backyard. He's like, here, like, take this bat. And I'd hit tennis balls just into the forest. They have, like, a forest behind. We lost so many tennis balls. And after that, I kind of just loved the sport. Like, I've been playing my whole life. I tried football. I tried basketball. Basketball was okay. Football was okay. But baseball just, like, struck me in my point. And I feel like it's just been like that ever since. So.
Is there anything, like, just special about baseball that makes it, like, stand out against all these other sports?
Honestly, I just, the bonding. I feel like, with football and, like, all these other sports, like, the family bonding's definitely there. But I feel like baseball, like, it's one of those sports where if you're not all on the same page, you're not going to get anything done because, like, you can't really get mad at baseball either. Like, if you're playing and you get mad, it's going to mess up your entire game. So what I like to do is just focus on what I need, like, to do, my mechanics and stuff. And really just, like, I built so many friendships and so many, like, families. Like, my coaches, like, in the past years have been awesome, like, help me with everything. And I feel like with baseball, there's always something new to learn. Like, I just feel like baseball, that's the one sport that, like, you always need. There's always something else to learn and always something to work on. So, I'm always, like, just trying to find something new to learn and always working.
So you play on the school team, but is there also other clubs or? Yeah,
so during, like, obviously high school season for baseball, I play on that. And then during travel, I'm on a travel team and we travel basically everywhere. Like, last year we traveled to Maryland. We played a big tournament in Maryland, so that was awesome. But there's always, like, problems with traveling to, like, these nice places like Maryland because our hotel was, like, 2 blocks from the beach, so we could just walk there and, like, swim in the ocean. And I feel like half to 75% of the team was focused more on, like, getting back to the hotel and going to swim and playing spike ball than actual baseball. And that's kind of what made me mad because we were really good that tournament. Like, we definitely could have gone really far in the tournament. But I feel like most guys were, like, during the games always talking about, like, oh, yeah, let's go to the beach after the game. Like, we're in a game right now. Like, it's a big tournament. Let's focus. So I feel like you can definitely throw some people off.
So you're definitely it's very important to you, the game.
Yeah.
All around to it.
Yeah, 100%.
That kind of drive for baseball, do you see that anywhere else in your life, or is it just baseball is just like, there's nothing compared to it?
I think honestly, like, I shouldn't be, but for college, I think I'm more side on looking for schools with good, like, sports programs in school. And I feel like I shouldn't be doing that, but I feel like right now where I'm at, without, like, visiting any colleges yet, I feel like I'm focused on where can I go to be a better baseball player.
You still have some time when you want to look.
Yeah.
But it's coming up. Do you feel that pressure at all?
I mean, yeah, a little bit, honestly, because, like, I'm kind of on the side of I overthink it a lot. Like when I'm not in, like when I'm playing on the baseball field, I'm fine. But when I'm off the field, I'm like always thinking like, am I putting in enough work to be on varsity? Am I doing enough like in school, like with my homework and stuff? And I feel like honestly, the pressure's definitely there. Like, I feel like playing varsity, sometimes you can like sometimes when you're playing and you're not playing, sometimes when you're playing, nobody will be there, no scouts, no nothing. And then I feel like if you're playing against a good team and you don't play that day, like there could be scouts there that you're missing out on because you're not playing.
So each game can like change anything for you.
And yeah, so basically my main like strong point in baseball is pitching. So I don't know if you know what a PO is. It's a pitcher only, like only pitching. And obviously with pitching, you need to rest. Like let's say you pitch one game, you throw a lot of pitches, you got to wait like a few days to pitch again. And that's what I'm worried about because if I do become only a pitcher, there's going to be like a lot more limited like games that I'm going to play than the guys who play every game. So that's kind of what I'm worried about like scouts and coaching and stuff. Like there's only so much I can do when I'm on the field compared to when I'm off the field. I mean, obviously, cheering, like teamwork and stuff. But, I feel like when I'm on the field, I never really take advantage of it. I always do my best in every pitch and every play. And I'm always like trying to do what I can to get looked at and obviously like make the coaches proud of me.
That's good. So your coaches mean a lot to you.
Mm-hmm.
They push you to be a better self and continuously work you. With that, do you think that if you ever needed anything, let's say, mental health wise, they're there for you? Because I've never been into sports like that. So I don't know really a role that a coach plays.
Yeah.
So how do you kind of see your coach? Like mainly for sports, or can they be for life too?
I feel like coaches are really good at doing both. Because let's say I'm struggling, like I'm getting upset on the field, my coach will always, like any coach will always should always pull you aside and say, hey, are you right? Like, do you need anything? And like, if you tell them anything, like outside of baseball, they're always going to do what they can to help you. I feel like with high school, all the coaches that are in the Jacobs program are always asking about schoolwork and stuff. Like, how's your schoolwork going? How's work going? Like, I always get asked that. And I feel like that's just what I love about the coaching is like the relationships you can build with them outside of baseball. Because I feel like they can help with anything if you ask them to, and they're always going to be open, like have an open mind for it.
I mean, that's a great support system because not only the coaches but the whole team. I remember you saying the bonding with it. That's a familial. Familial. I don't know how to say it. It's a family bond in a way. So do you ever feel? You have all these people, but do you ever feel alone?
Honestly, there's times when I can. Yeah, I feel like coaches can't be everywhere, like let's say two people struggle on the field a day. Sometimes a coach will go to one person and leave the other person for themselves. Like, let's say I have a really bad game pitching or something and I go home, like my parents are out or whatever. I feel like I'm by myself to a point to where like I'm not really getting what I need out of it. Like I like to watch videos and stuff like to see what I did wrong. Like if my dad records like everything, my dad's my number one supporter when it comes to baseball. And he records all my at-bats. And I like to watch them back and like analyze what I did wrong so I can get better at it. But I feel like there's a point where sometimes I feel like when I get home I can be alone sometimes if I had a really bad game and just have to like drown it out kind of.
Baseball holds a lot of value for you. It's kind of your life. The biggest question I've had in my own life, and the question I've been asking a lot of people is, why do you even do it? Are you religious at all?
Yeah.
So you believe in God?
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's going to be a driving factor for a lot of it. But for me, I see life, and I see how it's going to eventually end. So the space I'm in right now is, what do I really find valuable, and why do I find it valuable? How do you really connect that to baseball or your own life?
Honestly, I feel like everything I have ever done is valuable to me. Like basketball I played last year, I didn't love it, but it was still held a value because again the relationships I build and the bonds I build. And I feel like baseball it's like always just been my thing. Like you could like I feel like me walking around with nothing to do with baseball, somebody random could look at me and say, I think you play baseball because I honestly just kind of have that, like, I kind of look like a baseball player. And it's been, like, so important to me. Like, baseball throughout the years, just, it's been, like, my thing. Like, that's just been, like, what I've basically revolved my life around. Like, obviously, I play video games. If I get home sometimes and I'm bored, there's always something that has to do with baseball, I feel like, with everything I do in life. And I've kind of just gotten used to that and kind of just accepted that that's what I like to do. So
you've kind of found yourself in baseball. I mean, that's a great thing. That's where a lot of people like struggle is like finding themselves, but you seem to have that.
Yeah.
I mean, and you seem pretty confident in that. So that's a great tool. In the high school experience, you seem like a very mature person. And you carry yourself in a really strong, confident way. Do you think you really fit in at high school?
honestly, freshman year I didn't. Like freshman year for like baseball wise, I was on the Frosh team. I didn't play a lot. My parents were mad because I felt like I was better than everybody on that field. And that's kind of always what I like to think about because that gets my head right. Like, let's say I'm up to bat against a pitcher who's really good. In my head, I'm always like, okay, I'm better than this guy. Like, I can do this. And that really helps me boost my confidence. But the coaching freshman year was terrible. And I feel like you could ask anybody on that team and they would say that. But I just didn't really get what I wanted out of freshman year. And that's when I was kind of worried about, okay, is baseball really going to work? And then sophomore year, I kind of started to transition into being only a pitcher, and I did really well at it. I pitched really well for... All right, well, let's go back to this. Freshman year, I had an injury with my shoulder, and my whole freshman year pitching was really bad because I couldn't do anything with my shoulder. I kept telling my parents that it was hurt, and they kept saying, you're fine. And then finally they, were just like, all right, we're just going to go to the doctor, see what it is. And it was a partially torn labrum. So that really set me back. Like, that really just got me in that mood of this might not work. And so I tried physical therapy. It wasn't helping. So I kind of just took the whole off season, didn't do anything. Like, lifted a few weights, but, like, not a lot. And then high school, sophomore year, I'm just like, all right, let's see if this works. And I went out there and I pitched great. And then my coach was like, how's your shoulder feeling? And I told him this is the best it's ever felt. So sophomore year was awesome, like really, really good. And then travel season, I was the best pitcher on my team. So I'm really proud of that. I think I'm one of the best pitchers because my accuracy. Like, you tell me to hit a spot and I'll hit it. I don't throw like crazy hard, but my accuracy's there. So what I'm kind of trying to work on this year for like my ASC class, which is like weight room and stuff, I'm trying to work on getting my strength up with my pitching because I already have the accuracy. So if I can throw hard, I'm going to be a dominant pitcher. And that's kind of what I'm trying to work on because I kind of already accepted the fact that I might only be a pitcher because I'm a lefty. So that's really good that we're going to have that. But right now I'm kind of trying to work on like, what can I do to get stronger and throw harder?
Is pitcher your favorite position?
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like with pitching, I kind of like how I'm on my own island. Like, it's just like me and the catcher. And I feel like with pitching, I'm a leader. Like, my dad tells me I'm a leader all the time on the baseball field. I'm always the one yelling. As a pitcher, if you're starting the game, you set the tone for the whole game, depending on how the first inning goes. So what I always do is go out there, get out of the first inning with no runs, and set the tone for my team. And that's why I like pitching the most because, one, I think I'm the best at it. And two, I don't have to worry about the pressure. I feel like I've kind of gotten used to people yelling. Like, I mean, obviously with high school, like, it was kind of annoying because like teams would chant like about my girlfriend and stuff because like go on my Instagram or whatever. And I kind of figured out how to zone that out and use that as power. Like, all right, you want to chant about my girlfriend? I'll just strike you guys out. And I kind of like to use that about like to my advantage. Like, the people hating on me, not hating on me, but like trying to get in my head, and I kind of just blank it all out.
I didn't know these kids were doing all that.
Yeah, Hampshire did that.
Hampshire did that.
Yeah, and then we all make bar stools sometimes and like post about other people. It's funny. They posted about me and Killian making like a crumble cookie review from like 4 years ago. And I deleted the video like 2 years ago, so I don't know how I got it, but it was funny.
Jeez, someone saved it and we're just waiting.
Just waiting for that moment.
Yeah, people are ruthless. Damn.
Seriously.
I don't think I've heard anyone talk about their sports passionately as you. I mean, keep in mind, I don't talk to a lot of people who play sports. Most of my people do music. But it's kind of inspiring. Like, you have dedicated your life to this. And I think you will continue to dedicate your life to this. It's something I definitely want to improve on. So I look up to you for that. With baseball, there's also the Cubs, who your favorite team.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Wow, 100%.
Ride or die for the Cubs.
Not even 80.
No, 100%. Yes.
How'd you feel about their loss?
Depressing. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of, I had my friend over. I was watching the game, and I kind of just, it all hit me once we lost. Like, I kind of just like, wow, season's really over. And that wait, like the winter wait is kind of like, there's nothing to watch. I mean, obviously, I watch hockey with my dad all the time. I like to watch basketball just to learn stuff.
What about football? Like watching football?
I watch everything, honestly. I love watching football. I would never play it because baseball is not really a contact sport, and I feel like I would get lit up on the football field. So
you're going to play concussion. That's what you're going to do.
Yeah, but I watch everything. Like honestly, football is probably my second or third sport watched. Basketball's probably last, but my dad's always been into hockey, so I like watching hockey with him a lot. Because hockey, I feel like the intensity of hockey is always like, there's no break in hockey with intensity. I feel like they're always going back and forth. But yeah, honestly, I mean, I love watching all the sports. I just love the fan base and stuff. But I feel like the Cubs, yeah, it really just hit hard when I finally accepted it.
What do you think was their biggest flaw this season?
It's a good question, honestly. I feel like, honestly, I don't know if there was much of a flaw this season. I feel like, obviously starting with the Tokyo series and in Japan, that was rough. And a lot of fans would like to say that's not really the start of the season because the Cubs and Dodgers played, and then a week later the season started. So I feel like that was kind of just... Also, I feel like this happens to a lot of Chicago sports. They'll always play... The Cubs, for example, the past 3 years have played against the World Series champions going into that season. So 2024, maybe? 2024, they played against the Rangers when they won. Okay. That was the first game. And then 2025, or the other way around, was the Dodgers. And I feel like they really just do that because they kind of want to test Chicago. And, the Cubs really accepted it this year. Honestly, I would say there was 2 games that were like the biggest flaws, I feel like. One of the games was 100% the Cubs-Giants when we let up like 8 runs in the 8th inning. That pissed me off because I was watching that. I was so mad. And then I feel like a lot of them were just dropping the games, like having the lead going into late innings and then just thinking, oh yeah, we won, and then giving up, honestly. So, I mean... I didn't really see like a lot of flaws out of the Cubs. Definitely like the playoffs. So I feel like they really set the tone for the regular season. Like, all right, yes, we're going to the playoffs, we're good. And then play against the Brewers, who they won the season series against, and then just throw it away, kind of.
You got to update me because I watched the Cubs, I think was a random game. So how have they kind of evolved over the years? 2016, they won. And after that, I just heard that they were shit. That's from what I heard.
2017 was really good. And then 2018 to 2023 was awful. Like, I didn't watch baseball. Like, I didn't watch the Cubs during that time because there was nothing going on. And I think that's part of, like, Chicago, just, like, as, like, a community as sports. I feel like Chicago sports always try to rebuild when we don't need to. Like, in 2017, Cubs dropped all their star players. Like, dropped Rizzo, Baez.
They dropped Rizzo? That was my favorite dude.
Rizzo, Bryant, Zobrist, they just dropped, like, all of them, and that's kind of just when like Chicago accepted that. All right, yeah, we're not gonna be good for a while, and then 2024 was good, but wasn't good enough. We'll say that, and then this year I really thought it was gonna be different, man. I really did, and then I don't know, just Milwaukee. I hate Milwaukee so much.
Put hot dog on there. They put ketchup on their hot dog. I messed that up. Okay, so I'm looking at some stats. How do you explain, what is the batting average? Like, cause I see .419 for Nico. What does that even mean?
For BA? Does it say BA?
Batting average. Batting AVG.
Yeah, so batting average, let's say I go 1 for 2. I get 1 hit and then I get out the next play. My batting average would be 500 because I'm 1 for 2.
Okay, so it's like a percentage, just in a really weird format.
So let's say like a player ends with like a 300 and like something batting average at the very end of the season. That means like every game they averaged 1 hit and got out twice, basically. So it's like, let's say a player averages like 400. That's like really, really good. Because that means they get like a hit or 2 a game.
Oh, damn. You know, I see a lot. Oh, nope, this two has 100.
So yeah, if like they give 100, that means they were not good this year.
Now thank you.
Yeah.
What about, we're going to keep going down the list here. OBP.
On base percent. So OBP is on base percentage. Okay. So that's like the percentage on when you get on base. So like, what's the on base percentage like on a player?
Nico is .424.
So that means he gets on base almost like 50% of the time.
That sounds pretty good.
That is really good.
Damn.
And then like, I mean, on base percentage is counting like errors and walks and like hit by pitches and stuff. So it's a lot easier to get a better on base percentage than the batting average. But obviously, you know, in the major leagues, it's not easy to get on base. And I feel like a lot of people will say like, oh yeah, this is the hardest sport. I feel like baseball, and I'm always, even if I didn't play baseball, baseball is always gonna be the hardest sport.
Yeah,
because they hit a little round ball going that fast. It's crazy.
I think about it, and then I go every once in a while. Like I play a game with my family. Oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
And then I imagine it going as fast as 90 miles per hour. Mm-hmm. I'm just scared it's just gonna hit me. Yeah. I'm moving out the way. But with a lot of people who do sports, they eventually, a lot of the time, start getting into sports betting. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on that? Are you a big gambler and sports bettor, or is that just not your cup of tea?
No, it's not. I don't like doing that. I mean, my dad, like, he'll put like $5. Like, every year, my dad puts like $5 on the Chicago Blackhawks winning like the Stanley Cup, just cause. And like the payout's like $15,000 because we suck. So he just thinks one day he's gonna get lucky, but I mean, my dad does it sometimes. I just have never really gotten into it because I love watching the sport. I would rather watch the sport with nothing on the line than watch the sport with money on the line. Like, let's say I'm relying on like a player to get a hit. Like, I don't want to like be like worried like you know what I mean? Like with the Cubs, obviously, if we're losing and it's a big game, I'm gonna be worried. But I just feel like betting money is stupid, honestly.
That makes sense. I was talking to someone who sports bets, and he said the reason he does it is just because it makes the sport more interesting for them. It makes them want to watch it. But for you already want to watch it, so it's really no big deal.
I mean, I get the sports betting, but like, you know, there's always like fantasy and stuff. Like, I played fantasy this year for the first time for baseball, and it was actually a lot of fun. Like, I didn't put money on it because none of them wanted to, but I wanted to, but because I won the whole thing. But like, I feel like when it comes to baseball knowledge, I feel like I have more than most of the people that like are in the school or like honestly in the state. Like, I just love like everything about it. Like, I'll go on Safari like almost every day and just look up like during the regular season I'll look up MLB and like look at scores and stats and stuff just so I can know. And like, I don't know, I just love everything about it. Like, I'll do anything that like relates to baseball, honestly.
So if you don't get into a college for, let's say, baseball, would you still go for something baseball related?
Probably, honestly. I'm not sure what yet, honestly. Like, I'm still kind of, you could say, like, enjoying the high school life, kind of. Like, I'm a junior, so I'm definitely getting there. but I still haven't like thought about like college. Like I can't right now. Like my body just doesn't let me. Probably over spring break I'll go like look at a college or two, but if I'm not going like really high like Division 1, Division 2, Division 3 baseball, I'll probably just go to a junior college and stay local because if I'm going to a junior college like across the world, I don't see a point in doing that. Especially if it's not a big college, like and I'm away from my family. I'd rather stay close and like, have that connection with them. And also I was talking like to this about like my coaches and dad and stuff, like I'd rather play junior college than Division 1. And I feel like a lot of people that have gone Division 1 would agree with that because if you commit to like a Division 1 school, right, like that's really good, like a really good school, you're not going to play for the first 1 or 2 years because there's been dudes that are really like big and really like that have been working out for a while and are older than you that are going to play over you. And I feel like at a junior college, I'm going to get more opportunities and also coaches like will come look at junior college games. Like, and if I go Division 1, I don't really want to sit on the bench for 2 years for like no point.
Spending so much time.
Yeah.
Is that a common mindset or is that kind of just obscure?
That's kind of just my thoughts, I feel like. I mean, like, I kind of thought about that myself. Like, yeah, Division 1 would be awesome. Like, that would be really cool to know that I'm a Division 1 athlete. But I don't even know if, like, for the first 2 years you would add athlete into that. Because you're not playing. Like, obviously there's games, like, where, like, reserved will play, but there's not many of them. And however much, like, I'd love to, like, go Division 1 and be, like, a big name, I feel like I'd rather be more patient with it and kind of live it out. Because going straight into college for Division 1 and waking up and working out 3 times a day and practice 2 times a day, I wouldn't be ready for that the first day and then repeat it on. I want to kind of, like, ease into college, And I feel like with like Division 3 or junior college, it's easier to just ease in a little bit, I feel like. Because Division 1's going to be like, yeah, this, all baseball because it's important.
They're going to send you right into the deep end with that.
Seriously. And I've like heard, like I've seen videos of people talking about it. I'm like, that's insane. Like to wake up at 6 o'clock and get a workout and then go to class, another workout and then practice, like no free time at all. That'd be insane.
That'd be horrible. As you're going into college, I know with my relationship, that's been kind of a big talking point. One we kind of avoid because there comes a time where you kind of have to figure everything out. Sometimes you move, sometimes you stay close. Have you guys talked about that or thought about that, or is that way too far in the future?
Not yet, honestly. Not yet. I'm still like, I still feel like I'm kind of new in high school. Like I'm a junior, but every year I feel like there's new classes that you have to learn about and new like routes. Like I don't know. I feel like I haven't even like gone everywhere in the high school yet, and I'm still kind of just like enjoying it. I feel like. I mean, obviously, before baseball season, there's a lot you can do. Like, you can just obviously we have team lifts like after school and lifts during school, but I feel like during like the before baseball season, I'm just focused on working and schoolwork and like lifting, and then when baseball season comes around. All right, like I'll tell my manager like I can't really work a lot anymore because I'm kind of useless now, and just stick focused to baseball until it goes away. And for high school to travel, you play high school baseball till the last day of school, and then travel starts a week later. So it's literally like all in, and that's what I love about summer because I feel like if you're not playing a sport, I mean obviously there's stuff to do, but it can get boring kind of just during summer. And I feel like with baseball, I'm always doing something like baseball really in summer. That's what I love. I love playing baseball. Like it's awesome. I just love everything about it.
So do you like routine?
Yeah. It gets different. It definitely varies from like summer and high school and stuff, but high school it's not a lot during the off season, honestly. It's right now with me just now like kind of just working and stuff, just getting a job a few months ago. it's kind of just, go to school, if I can, go to lift after school, and then work, and then go home and sleep, basically. And if I'm not working, I'll get the lift after school, and then go home and, I don't really do schoolwork at home, so I'll just play video games, probably. But during summer, I feel like it's a lot more easy, I'd say. Like, during the weekends, it's baseball. Like, that's just wake up, baseball, go to sleep, basically. But during school days, we have practice most of the days, but I feel like I'm not really in, we have a training facility for our travel team. I'm not really in there a lot during summer. During winter, if I have free time, yeah, I'll go to my training facility and, hit, pitch, whatever I have to do, get some work in.
Mm-hmm.
But during summer, I'm not there a lot because, one, I could be outside practicing because it's warm out, and two, we have practices already. So, I mean, we work on the stuff that we need to work on there. But it definitely changes up a lot when we have game schedules and stuff.
That sounds very intensive, and the fact that you're year round is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Do you ever get burnt out at all?
Honestly, yeah. Normally, since I'm doing the strength class in school, it's normally 2 workouts a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then, depending on if I want to go hit or I have work after school, it definitely gets tiring. Because if I work back-to-back days, 2 lifts a day at school, and then I go to work and then go home to sleep, and then I do the same thing again the next day, it's definitely tiring. But I've kind of gotten used to it. Freshman year, definitely whoa, this is baseball now. Because, there was lifts, throughout the whole winter. I went to every one because I wanted to get looked at by the coaches and, tell them that I'm ready.
Mm.
I was definitely really tired freshman year. I feel like I've kind of eased into it and got used to it now. But it still definitely can get tiring if I work a lot.
And when you get to these moments of tiredness, how do you get back up?
Sleep. Honestly.
Sleep's the best one.
I really lose track of time when I play video games. It's not a good thing, but I kind of just forget about time. I'll check the time when I'm playing video games. It'll be midnight, and I'll be like, I need to go to sleep. I have school tomorrow. And I kind of just forget about it. But if I'm really tired, I'm going to be like, all right, I'll play video games for half an hour, and then I'm going to go to sleep and get some sleep so I can do the same thing tomorrow.
Half an hour is nothing. It's 10 minutes.
Yeah, seriously. It's one game.
I know. Not even. I swear, even the smallest games.
Yeah.
You know Stardew Valley?
I've heard of it.
It's the most simplest, calming game ever. I swear I spent 10 minutes on it. It was an hour or 2 past. Yo.
Yeah.
I think it's some type of hypnosis or something that's going on there. You're really interesting because you have such a good head on your shoulders. And I think during this time, or at least this Gen Z era, there's a lot of negativity and issues with mental health, but you just seem like a good, positive dude.
Yeah.
You're able to go through life, and it's pretty fucking cool, man. It's crazy because I've never been in that position where you make it sound so effortless. For me, if I get burnt out, that lasts me a week or two, and it takes me a while to recuperate.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to you on that, man. And do you have any advice for people like me who might be it might be a little harder to do things?
I'd say find a strong group of people. I feel like when you're playing a sport, it's really easy to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not playing a sport, it can be hard to find. Never give up on trying to find friends and trying to work harder. I feel like the harder you work, the easier it gets over time. And if you wait, freshman year, I was lifting really light because I wasn't strong. If you take a lot of time to get to that point, it's going to be tiring every day. If you work every day, do what you need to do every day and get it over with, it's going to get a lot easier over time. And I'm still kind of working on that with schoolwork and stuff. I'm getting behind because, baseball, it's interfering, but and work and stuff. But I definitely say just keep working, find a strong group. My dad has always been that person for me. Always just cheering me on, goes to every one of my games if he can make it. If he can't, he always texts me saying good luck and stuff. And I feel like he's always just there for me if I need to talk to him about anything. So just try to find that person that you can always go to and don't stop working. Like, don't give up on your dreams, obviously. Because, I mean, there's definitely been times when I've thought about giving up on just baseball and everything overall, but I always tell myself, like, don't give up, you got this. Like, be better than everybody else. And that's always what I have going in mindset in a new game. Be better than everybody else in this field. And that kind of just helps me.
Would you say you're a vulnerable person? Like you're very open and you're able to just...
Yeah, 100%. I'll listen and help anybody out. I'm a really helpful person. Like, I mean, I'll say it again. I definitely got that from my dad because my dad's like the easiest person to talk to. He'll go up to anybody and like introduce himself and like he's really open and like loves everybody. So I feel like I kind of just got that from him, and that definitely helps me a lot with like helping everybody else out and stuff.
If you have to leave people with one thing, what would that thing be? It could be anything that you want people either to remember you by, something to inspire people.
I'll just say, don't give up again. Like, always chase your dreams. Chase your dreams until you can't anymore. And if it gets tiring, just keep going. Like, if you're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, just keep doing it. Because coaches will see that. If it's not coaches, like teachers will see that, and they'll help you. Like, if you want to take a hard class, go take the hard class. Like, just try it and see what happens, you know, like. And if you don't know what you're good at yet, you know, like, if you're young and want to play like a sport and you don't know, just try it. Like, try it and like, you know, ask the coach, like ask the coaches like running and be like, what can I work on? What can I get better at? Because I always say that, like, if I'm in the weight room, I always ask the teacher or like somebody who's stronger than me, like, what am I doing wrong? What can I do better? Like, and I'll always tell that to my coaches because I'm always trying to get better and get to the next step. So just always get better. Always be better and always have a positive mindset when you're doing anything. And always think that you're better than the person that you're going up against, because that definitely helps.
I like that. Thank you for being here today, man.
Sir, thank you for letting me come on.